Let's talk about something you've probably noticed. Those giant empty stores haunting the highways and main streets of America. These aren't just lost shopping spots, they're the heart of our communities, now silent. This isn't just about shopping, it's about travel, about what we lose when familiar places vanish. Today we're taking a journey, not just across the country but back in time, to see what these empty stores really mean for all of us. We'll look at the names we all know, the landmarks we've lost, and ask, what does it mean for travelers and locals alike? So get comfortable. We're peeling back the layers on a story that touches every one of us. Let's get into it. Sears. Once, it was the American dream in a catalog. You could buy a house, fix your car, clothe your family, all in one place. On the road, that big blue sign meant you were covered. Now, those signs are faded, parking lots cracked, and the buildings empty. Losing Sears meant losing jobs, a landmark, and reliability. The real loss is human, a sense of security, the echo of busy shoppers, the smell of popcorn. Sears was a piece of America. Now it's just a memory. JCPenney was the heart of the American family's wardrobe. Dependable, affordable, and everywhere. On the road, it was the go-to for last-minute emergencies. A new shirt, socks, or shoes. The aisles told stories. Home goods, shoes, portrait studios, woven into our lives. Now the stores are quiet, aisles wide and empty, racks sparse. Clearance signs outnumber new arrivals. For travelers, finding a JCPenney is rare, and trusting it'll have what you need is even rarer. Its decline mirrors the shrinking middle class it once served. When a store for everybody disappears, you have to wonder, where does everybody go now? It's a quiet loss, but a deep one. Kmart. Just hearing the name brings back the blue light special and that "Attention Kmart shoppers" call. It was the king of convenience, a lifesaver for travelers needing anything from sunscreen to a board game. You could pull up, run in, and get everything on your list. No frills, just what you needed. Kmart was everywhere, especially in small towns where it was often the only big store and main employer. Then, almost overnight, they vanished. Now those buildings are relics, the red K fading on empty signs. Losing Kmart left holes in communities and erased a piece of the American landscape. For travelers, it's one less place to count on. What replaced it? For many, nothing. The blue light is out, and with it, a sense of everyday reliability. Kmart's absence is felt most by those who depended on it, locals and travelers alike. It was never glamorous, but it was real. And now, it's gone. Macy's wasn't just a store. It was an event, the anchor of the mall, a destination for locals and tourists. Think of the Thanksgiving Day parade, the holiday window displays, the feeling of walking through those grand doors. For travelers, Macy's was a must-see, a place to experience the pulse of a city. But now, the magic is fading. Store closures, downsizing, and a quieter, emptier atmosphere. The grand dame of retail is showing her age. When a Macy's closes, it's not just another empty storefront, it's a landmark going dark. It changes how we celebrate, how we shop for special occasions, and how we experience our cities. For travelers, it's one less iconic stop, one less grand experience. Macy's decline is a reminder. Even the biggest names aren't immune to change. The loss is cultural, not just commercial. The end of an occasion, the end of an era, and it leaves cities and travelers a little less special. Bed Bath & Beyond promised comfort, a place to make any space feel like home, even on the road. That big blue sign was a beacon for travelers, students, and anyone needing a quick fix for life's little inconveniences. The endless aisles, the famous 20% off coupon, these were part of American life. But then, the stores grew chaotic, the coupons desperate, and bankruptcy hit. Suddenly, that reliable source of comfort was gone. Now, when you need a pillow or blackout curtain on the road, there's nowhere to turn. Bed Bath & Beyond filled a unique niche, and its absence leaves a real void. It was the place to feather your temporary nest. Now, it's just another empty storefront, another comfort lost for travelers and anyone seeking a little beyond. Toys R Us. Just hearing the name brings back childhood magic. It was more than a toy store. It was a kingdom of imagination. The closures felt personal, like losing a piece of our collective childhood. Now it's just a memory. There's a piece you only find in a bookstore, and Barnes & Noble was the cathedral of that piece. For travelers, it was an oasis, a place to escape, recharge, and feel at home in any city. The smell of paper and coffee, the quiet company of strangers, the joy of discovery. But the rise of e-readers and online sellers hit hard. Stores closed, and those that remain feel like they're fighting for survival. The focus shifted from books to survival, and the quiet refuge grew quieter. For travelers, it's one less sanctuary, one less place to find a good story on the road. The decline of the big box bookstore is a loss for every wandering soul. For business travelers, Office Depot was a mobile command center, a place to solve last-minute emergencies. Forgot your printouts? Need a cable? Office Depot had your back. It was pure efficiency, a silent partner in your success. But as work moved online and from home, the need for these stores dwindled. Parking lots emptied, stores consolidated, and the red sign faded from view. For travelers, that safety net is shrinking. A simple printing emergency is now a major headache. The decline of Office Depot is a quiet but real blow to America's mobile workforce. The Gap. 3 letters that meant classic, reliable American style. For travelers, it was a lifesaver. Lose your luggage, spill your coffee, and you could rebuild your wardrobe in minutes. The consistency was comforting. No matter where you were, Gap felt like home. But fashion sped up, trends changed, and Gap started to look slow and dated. Store closures followed, and the brand shrank from malls across America. For travelers, that easy solution is gone. Now, you're left navigating unfamiliar brands and unpredictable sizing. The loss of Gap is the loss of a fashion constant. It's one less dependable friend on the road. The gap left by the Gap is real, and it's felt by every traveler who just needed something familiar. Best Buy, the blue and yellow box that solved every tech emergency. Forgot your charger? Need a memory card? Best Buy was the answer. It was more than a store. It was a hub of expertise, a place to talk to real people and get real help. But then came showrooming, people browsing in-store, then buying online for less. Stores shrank, inventory dwindled, and closures began. For travelers, that instant tech fix is harder to find. Now you have to order and wait, something you can't always do on the road. Losing Best Buy is losing on-the-spot problem-solving. It's losing expert advice and peace of mind. The decline is a huge loss for travelers, and it's a sign of how much the world has changed. So there you have it, 10 giants, 10 stories of change. These weren't just stores, they were landmarks, problem solvers, part of our journey. Now, they're memories, and the landscape of our country is changing before our eyes. If this story resonated with you, hit subscribe and join our community. Share your memories in the comments. What stores saved your trip, or which empty storefronts made you stop and think? Let's keep this conversation and this community alive. Thanks for traveling this road with me.